How's it going, guys and girls? Hope you guys having a great week and had a brilliant weekend. So I'm back today with another Mass Effect Andromeda related video, and this news is about, I'd say, about a week old, but I wanted to share it with you guys anyway. But before I get into that, as you can probably tell from the background footage here, this is the Lair of the Shadow Broker from Mass Effect 2. It is one of the downloadable content packs that you can buy, and it's one of my favorite DLCs, if not my favorite DLC in the Mass Effect trilogy. I absolutely love it. So enjoy the gameplay in the background as we talk about this. So about a week ago, I'd say on the 9th of January, it was revealed through the Twitter feed of Aaryn Flynn, the general manager of Bioware, who revealed some pretty important information. Now, when asked by a fan of Mass Effect Andromeda whether or not Mass Effect Andromeda would have a season pass, Aaryn Flynn simply responded with nope. So it is confirmed that Mass Effect Andromeda will not have a season pass. Now, I have to say I was quite surprised by this because, as we all know, while it might be Bioware developing the game is produced by EA, and EA have a pretty notorious record of bullshit season pass and DLC practices, especially when we look at their other franchises. For example, Star Wars Battlefront, which had a ridiculous price point for the season pass of £40, pretty much paying a full price for a game for downloadable content, which was just unacceptable. So one of my thoughts on this, well, I'm really pleased with the fact that Mass Effect Andromeda will not have a season pass. I think it's a really good move by Bioware, and it sends a very positive message to the fans of Mass Effect and to those people considering buying the game. Now, it does remind me heavily of another video game developer which is very close to my heart, and that is CD Projekt Red, who I'm sure many of you know created the amazing Witcher 3. Now, they did the same thing. They decided that The Witcher 3 would not have a season pass and instead offered a lot of free downloadable content and payable downloadable content as well, in the form of two major expansions, Heart of Stone and Blood and Wine, and these DLC packs were phenomenal and were well worth the money. They were good value for money. Now, when we look at Bioware's track record in terms of DLC, their DLC has on the whole been extremely positive and has provided a lot of value for money. Bar say, I'd say Mass Effect 1, the DLC content for Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 were excellent. I thought they were well worth the price point that they were being asked for, and they developed the story in a very interesting way. They added a lot of extra context, a lot of story development, character development. They were extremely enjoyable, had new levels, new weapons, and so on. And I think that Bioware have a very good track record when it comes to DLC. Now, of course, I'm sure many of you are going to mention there was the slight blip in Mass Effect 3 with the From Ashes DLC pack, which was a day one DLC that you could buy, which included the character Javik and one of a side mission that you could do as well. Now, I agree with a lot of you that this should not have been downloadable content and that this should have actually been included in the game from day one, but generally Bioware don't generally hide content behind DLC season passes or paywalls. Generally, they do put a lot of content into their main games, and then their DLC is designed to expand upon that. Now, I thought apart from that DLC pack involving Javik, I thought that Bioware did a very good job with Mass Effect 3, particularly when we look at all the free DLC that they offered for the multiplayer, which just offered tons of new characters, new maps, new weapons, new game modes, and really expanded and developed the multiplayer in an excellent way. There are downloadable content in the form of packs like, for example, Omega or the Citadel DLC were fabulous and added a lot of content to the game, and they still stand the test of time. They still live up. Even when you go back and play them, they are still a lot of fun, and they were well worth the price point. So what does this show us about BioWare's focus? Well, it shows us, one, that for BioWare the gamers really do matter, and that they are really listening to their fans, and they're not wanting to rip off fans, and they want fans to get the full experience, which is great. I also think that it shows the focus that BioWare have at the moment, which is focusing upon the main game. Aaryn Flynn has said that while there will be DLC content definitely in Mass Effect Andromeda, which will expand upon the multiplayer and the main story and main characters, there is no set concrete content that has been produced yet. They haven't really even looked at it, and that really shows us that they are focusing upon the main game, upon producing a fantastic quality single player experience and base multiplayer experience as well. And I think this is the right focus for them to have. I have no doubt that after Mass Effect Andromeda comes out, that probably for about a year's time, BioWare will still be producing some excellent DLC content. And I think it's great that they're giving people the choice in terms of knowing what this DLC content is up front before they decide to spend their hard-earned cash on it, so that people really feel that they're getting a value for their money. And it also shows that they have a lot of confidence in their brand and a lot of confidence in Mass Effect Andromeda by not needing to guarantee £20 or £30 on potential content in the future. So I think it shows that EA have a lot of faith in BioWare, and BioWare have a lot of faith in their fans, and I think that is fantastic. So those are my general thoughts on it. I think it's fabulous that they've decided not to have a season pass, and I think it's a really positive move and a really gutsy move for a developer to make. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the previous DLCs in the Mass Effect trilogy. What was your favourite DLC? What are your thoughts on the Season Pass? And what would you like to see in future DLC content for Mass Effect Andromeda? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys are having a great week anyway. If you enjoyed this video, please of course hit the like button as always to show your support. Take care guys and girls, and as always, happy gaming. See you in Andromeda, guys.